What's going on, Predators? It's Travis from Apex Predator Outdoors here. And again, continuing the series that we're doing here of the supplement review. Now we're going to go on and we're going to talk about a second pre-workout from Mountain Ops that I've used and I absolutely love. And that is going to be the Mountain Ops Keep Hammering Ramp It Up pre-workout. So this pre-workout is kind of a, almost like to look at it as a Yeti 2.0. And so if you haven't seen my review on the Mountain Ops Yeti, I'd recommend you go check it out. I'll put a card up at the top over here. But basically what this pre-workout is, again, it's what it's geared towards is people that are, want a really intense, hard workout. Whatever that is, if the Yeti works great for you, but you're looking for something that gives you just a little bit more oomph, a little bit more power, then this is going to be geared towards you. There's been so far 2 different flavors in this. They only have usually 1 flavor at a time. They work together with Cameron Hanes to kind of select the flavors and stuff like that, supposedly. The first flavor that they had is a Daquiri Ice. And then the most recent flavor that they have is a blue raspberry flavor. My favorite of the 2 of them so far has been the Daquiri Ice one. It kind of tasted like a, like what you'd see from a frozen daiquiri. It's really good flavor. And probably the most unique flavor of pre-workout that I think I've ever had. It was really good, really delicious. I think everybody has the blue raspberry, so to see them change that, a little bit disappointing, but I wasn't disappointed in the flavor of the blue raspberry. So if you don't know who Cameron Hanes is, I suggest you go on any social media site and look the guy up. He's, just in the outdoors community. He's an awesome guy. He's been an outdoors advocate. Actually worked with lawmakers sometimes, which, I know he kind of regrets getting in that political sphere, but I really thank him for his efforts there. But also he's a bow hunter, and he is Under Armour's longest sponsored athlete, even more than any of the basketball players or anything like that. Cameron Hanes has been sponsored by them longer, so since the very beginning. So this is a really cool little container here. It does have in the background there the Under Armour, I believe this is the Baron camo in the back. Again, he is sponsored. Cameron Hanes is also sponsored by Under Armour, so this kind of has nothing to do with them, but it's definitely a cool looking can, something I like to keep and collect. This is part of a series that they've made. So they have basically what they call the Keep Hammering stack of supplements, and so it includes a pre-workout, it includes a BCAA formula, and it also includes protein, a whey protein. That's also an amazing flavor, one of the best flavors of whey proteins that I've ever had. So let's talk a little bit about what's inside the Keep Hammering pre-workout. So each scoop, which this is a little bit smaller container if I compare this to the Yeti. This is a little bit bigger container rather than what is seen in the Yeti, but it has comparable amounts of the supplements in here. One thing to note is that some people look at the 2 different things here and they're like, oh, well, I could just take an extra scoop or an extra half a scoop of the Yeti and it'd be the same thing as the Keep Hammering. I kind of thought that at first too, but then I looked at the caffeine amount, and this scoop, which is much larger, has the same amount of caffeine as this scoop does in the Yeti, which is a very small scoop. And so if you did another time and a half of that, you would be at like if I were to get any more caffeine in my system, it would actually make me nauseous. So I kind of stay away from doing it that way. But this is a really hard hitting supplement here. Again, each scoop has 60 calories. It's got 15 grams of carbs and 7.5 grams of sugars, 50 grams of sodium, and 50 grams of potassium. So let's talk about these things, what's important here. So calories, I don't really care. 60 calories is not bad. Total carbs. So if you look at the Yeti, it is basically, this has, again, 0 or less than 1 gram of carbohydrates and 0 sugars. Now this one has 7.5 grams of sugars and 15 grams of carbs. So if you're doing keto, you might think, oh man, like that's gonna put me over the edge, or take me out of ketosis. Or so if you're living a low carb lifestyle, you might think, okay, hey, this might not work for me. But again, it's a very little amount of carbohydrates, and it's under the assumption that you're about to go into the gym, or you're about to go hike up a mountain, or as Cameron Hanes does, go run 20 miles in the middle of your subdivision, and you're gonna get a hell of a workout. So that's kind of what's going on here. This is really geared towards somebody that is about to do something really hardcore. you do need sugar and you do need muscle for your brain activity and for your muscles. You know, in order for them to function properly, you do need sugar, you do need carbohydrates. And so this is kind of like a bare minimum, like maintenance dose of that before a hard workout. So don't fret that it does have sugars and stuff in it. Not a huge deal. Okay. Let's see. So it does have next it says the Yeti-2 amino acid workout blend. And so whenever they the way they put this on the label, it says it's 10.4 grams, but it's a combination of L-ARGININE base, L-CITRULINE, which we talked about in the last video with the Yeti. Those are the things that make your body produce nitric oxide to help your muscles. Again, the L-ARGININE is a slow burning 20-hour and this is what they claim, 20-hour burn on the nitric oxide, whereas the L-citrulline, is a faster metabolizing or faster burning, as I call it, nitric oxide increasing supplement. So again, L-citrulline is great for the very fast workout, and the L-arginine is good for a longer burn, like if you're hiking up a mountain or something. It does have creatine monohydrate, betanine hydrochloride, and L-glutamine. I hope I'm pronouncing all these correctly. But that's all the 10.4 grams of what they call the Yeti-2 amino acid workout blend. So this does have not only the pre-workout stuff like the Yeti does, but it also has a combination of amino acids in there that are going to help you again recover and get that endurance that you need during a long hard workout. So this is kind of almost like taking a Yeti with a BCAA supplement all in one scoop here. Let me just go through this real quick, and then I'll talk about how it does performance-wise. So beta-alanine 2 grams. This is pronounce my pronunciation. Agmatine sulfate 1 gram. Caffeine 200 milligrams. Then it's got vitamin C, vitamin D3, K2, niacin. Niacin is important. That is a vasodilator. It makes your blood vessels open up to increase blood flow. Vitamin B6, great for a lot of different things. It's a pyroxidine hydrochloride. Vitamin B12, again, is the methylcobalamin that is a lot more bioavailable. It's a lot more readily available for your body to use for activities. Magnesium and chromium. So a lot of different minerals, a lot of different vitamins in there. Again, this is going to help you with recovery. This is going to help you during the act, of working out and physical activity. It's going to help you just do better in general. So claims they make on here, again, 20 plus hours nitric oxide burn, sustained energy, strength and increase, recovery from all the different amino acids that are in it. No crash whenever you do it, and it's going to help you build that lean muscle. So you mix to mix this, you mix 1 scoop and 10 to 16 ounces of water. Again, the scoop on this is a lot larger than what the Yeti is. I think it's almost twice the size. But anyways, how did this do in the gym? So I've used this quite a bit. I drank this before I went on the ruck run that you saw a couple weeks ago, and I got to tell you, this stuff is a beast. So I've gone to the gym, and whenever I first started taking this, I've been taking it quite regularly, and so my body's become a little bit more used to it. I'm about ready to take a break for a while so that I can, get rid of that. After a while of taking the same supplements, your body will kind of build a resistance to that different type of nitric oxide or that type of supplement. So what you kind of do is want to take a break and take it sparingly. But whenever I first started taking this, and whenever I start taking it again, the gym workouts that I get are just ridiculous. Like 2 hours in the gym, and if I sit and cool off for 5 minutes to where, my heart rate goes down and all this stuff, it feels like I haven't even worked out yet. So I can go right back at it. I can go right back to hitting the weights. And honestly, sometimes I almost push it a little too far. And then I might need my Mountain Up Slumber to help me not feel like a piece of crap in the morning. But anyways, guys, really good pre-workout. So comparing this to something else, right? So let's compare it to the Yeti. So first of all, the Yeti is great. I call this kind of like my baseline. Like I'll use this for just about any workout. But if I feel like I've been slacking a little bit, and I don't want to, I want to really push the boundaries a little bit, push my own personal boundaries. Then that's whenever I go to the Keep Hammering. And man, I'll tell you what, it will keep you hammering. It's just quite amazing on how good this stuff works. So Don't take my word for it. I recommend go picking some up. I'm not sponsored by Mountain Ops. I just really love what they brought to the table. So please go check it out. Look at mountainops.com. That's MTN OPS.com. Also, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you watching these videos. Got more coming at you. One thing I'd like for you to do, if you have just a moment, is just to hit the subscribe button down below. It doesn't take you very long, and it helps me grow this channel. So click the like button, click the like button, and hit the subscribe button, and hope to see you on the next video. In the meantime, as always, keep defying the odds.